Alright, it is a beautiful evening, August 12th. Thought it'd be a good night before we lose all the sun to do a garden update. Zoom out so we can kind of see the whole garden here. I don't know if this is a good view or not. But it's coming along. Got probably 2 more months of growth left. Or we'll try to go through that as I can. Probably won't name all the plants today, losing light, but it's got some new ornamental grass. I'll point out all the new plants. A new brandywine there. Colocasia is growing up. Got a Korean fern. Bluegrass looking good. This our windmill is taking off. Probably 4 foot tall, maybe a little more. Just planted the needle palm, cold hardy, down to negative 20 degrees. First year is probably -5, -10 until the roots get established. So kind of taking a risk planting it this late, but little tassel fern, beautiful. Still got the cordyline fructicosa, cordyline red star. Just planted this canna lily, pink. Silver saw palmetto, has looked better days, but I guess it's still getting established. Red Hawaiian tea sister, cordyline. All right, this zebra banana is looking absolutely beautiful. We're here. That's 5 foot tall. It's coming up to my shoulders, so a lot of good growth on that. It's a lot skinnier. Monstera deliciosa. This was that original leaf. This one's new. Not as big as growth I thought we'd get, but just planted some new more ferns today. This is the East Indian holly fern. It's gonna get about 2 foot wide. It'll be pretty. This kind of looks like a Schefflera. It's gonna go pretty thick like a bush, kind of tropical look. Probably 5 foot wide. That little philodendron is dying. Ostrich ferns here, spreading. Got some new shoots down here. So that's gonna be making a nice blanket here soon. Banana looking good. We look down this view of the garden, you can really see how thick everything's gotten, how dense it's getting compared to the last update. Since the last video, planted some new blue, what's it called, Juncus Grass. This Mary's Giant is looking awesome. This is a new leaf. Kind of see for reference how big it is compared to my big hands. Fatsia Japonica is coming along, starting some new shoots. And look at these, just got these ornaments. The sun is kind of shining right on them. But add some color to the garden. That blue toucan. I don't really have blue in here, so it adds a good look. This little red guy. Macaw parrot. All right, this little 1 gallon windmill has really had some new fronds, looking good. Just planted this sago. That's gonna really add a little Jurassic look. Speaking of Jurassic, just planted a Jurassic fern, which is not very impressive right now. Planted that the other day. That's a Japanese holly fern, more bush-like. Got these hibiscus for $2. They look pretty cool. Let me go ahead and you can see. Had a new push on, finally my first frond coming on this sable minor. So that's good to know it's growing, and have a new spear pushing right now. So this has still got to be one of my favorite things I planted, even though it's not hardy. I don't even think I'll dig it up. I'll probably just buy another one next year. But that lime green colocasia Maui gold right in front of that red obsidian banana. Just the contrast looking down here is pretty cool to see. And it is also growing up 4.5 foot tall. And there is the popcorn. They call this a popcorn tree. It's a tropical, but it smells just like buttered popcorn. It's pretty incredible. So I got these $2 hibiscus. Planted 3 of them down through here. Just planted a tropical hibiscus. That'll grow to about 2 foot tall and have some flowers next year. Canna lilies, blood orange. Doing alright. Got a little burnt from the sun this week, but temperature's going to drop off starting next week a little bit. Star Dracena, looking great. I got to get that ivy plant. Got to take that wood off and get it climbing up the fence. Butea capitata, jelly palm, pindo palm from Brazil or Argentina. Doing a lot of new growth. This might be my favorite purchase of the year. This is going to be an absolutely awesome addition to the garden right here. Looking down this garden and then right next to the weeping willow. If we get a shot down here, this is a shot that I did. I don't even know if I did last year. I'm sorry, last video. That you can kind of really see that curve of the garden, and it was so bare, empty when I first planted. You can see how everything's filled out. It's starting to look like a proper Jurassic jungle. So I'm going for. Got a Hawaiian plumarium. If you don't know, this will make the flower that you put on leis, that necklace that you wear to luau's in Hawaii, that famous necklace. So really pretty. Might get flowers next year. Can't believe I walked into Home Depot this week and found a bottleneck palm on discount for $40. Probably in a 7-gallon. It looks like 7-gallon, but great size. $40. I couldn't pass it up, so I actually have I cheated. This is the one time I cheated. That's actually the pot still on the ground. That will come up and go in the greenhouse this winter. Got a giant iris. These are the biggest bananas. I don't think video does it justice, but that is up there. That's getting close to 10 foot. The weeping willow is pushing 12, 13 foot. And one more look at the garden here. Very happy with my first year. We still got 2 months of growth left, but very happy with my first year for a little starter garden. It's looking pretty jungly for a first year. And now we'll show you my palms. Adenidia palm. A lot of new growth and a lot of old growth here. But that's a 6.5 foot tall. Very tropical. One of the only palms I have that has green here. And that'll strip away. But if you see green on a trunk of a palm, you know it's very tropical. It's a zone 10 palm. Here's my pygmy date palms. Really filling out. Fronds reaching the ground, ready for a trim soon. I'll get the trunks there, probably 8 inches of trunk. This one I bought a little later. So miniature date palm, it's probably 6 months behind that one. So it's got some catching up to do. I've been fertilizing it. Got a few cactus here. And here's the middle palm that you see when you drive in. This is the Sylvester palm, which will really be a statement probably next year. Just got it this year in a 7-gallon. Trunks had a little bit of growth. But these new fronds have been trying to push for 2 months now, but I took it out of the pot trying to kind of shave off some of the roots to get it growing. I think that kind of halted it, so it's trying to get back, get its feet under itself and push those fronds out. Once it does, it'll look a lot better. Got some more blue Juncus grass here with the sago. This sago's looking awesome. Just It's a perfect spread. Should produce 2 more sets of fronds this year. That's a shrub bush type palm that's cycad, really pretty. I did something I never thought I would do, which was buy a Majesty Palm. This is what you see in Lowe's for dirt cheap, $15. So I've always been turned off to it, but after going to Naples Botanical Garden this summer, I saw one that was 30 years old and thought it was one of the prettiest palms. So it doesn't matter if you find it at Lowe's for $15. I really like it. It's just very majestic. Hence Majesty Palm. Pushing a new huge spear here. That's gonna get big. This palm does get up to 30 foot, so I'll keep it in a pot and try to keep it small. Greenhouse in the winter because it's very tropical. Can't stand freezing temperatures. So here's a great purchase of my Washingtonia robusta Mexican fan palm. One of the fastest growing palms I have. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put it in the ground next year or not, but definitely stay in the pot over winter in the greenhouse. And when I got this 3 months ago, it only had 2 fronds, so now it's pushed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 fronds, pushing 2 more now. And got 1 more Majesty Palm here. Cool shot with the sun there. And this is just to match kind of what I got going on here. 2 Majesty Palms with the Washingtonia. Fun fact, that's one of the tallest growing palms in the world, Washingtonia robusta. Up to 100 feet tall. So I definitely can't protect it once it gets that high, but keep it in a pot and I might be able to keep it longer. And I need to do some trimming on the weeds, grass, but those are 2 more red Obsidian Bananas, or Inseti Morellii. I'll have to dig those up this winter and dry store them to keep their size, and I can plant them again next year and they will start coming back at the same size. Don't have to start from scratch. And here's the Eureka Palm, or butterfly palm. It is, I just found out today I've been overwatering it, so I'm gonna have to let off the water. It came really root bound and with some type of disease here, this black disease. I'm hoping it's going away. It's still, I believe there's a new fronds, so I just can't tell. It's actually seeding, which is really cool, but I'm just kind of watching this one. It might die, but I'm gonna start giving it less water, and I really like it, so hopefully it'll come around. So one last look at the garden. And that windmill palm is just looking awesome. Maybe some more aerial shots here. All right, we'll see you in 1 month, next video.